Ever wonder what keeps scientists up at night? In this video, we're pulling back the curtain on the research of some of the world's leading experts who are studying potential world-ending events. Vucation presents Scientists Reveal the Most Likely Ways the World Could End. The cosmic threats. The universe is a vast expanse hosting countless celestial bodies in constant motion. Among these are asteroids and comets, often benign in their natural habitats but potentially catastrophic if their paths intersect with Earth. Historical precedents, such as the asteroid that led to the dinosaurs' extinction 65 million years ago, underscores the legitimacy of this threat. Scientists acknowledging these potential harbingers of doom have dedicated immense resources to sky surveillance. Programs like NASA's Center for Near-Earth Object Studies diligently monitor these space rocks' trajectories. The goal is twofold: early detection and, if necessary, the development of deflection strategies. These could range from nuclear detonations to kinetic impactors, aiming to nudge threatening bodies off a collision course with Earth. But despite the Hollywood-esque scenario, the probability of a significant impact remains low. The supervolcano. Beneath the serene landscapes of places like Yellowstone National Park, a monstrous force of nature lurks. Supervolcanoes, capable of eruptions thousands of times more powerful than regular volcanoes, pose a dire threat. A single eruption could spew vast quantities of ash and gas into the atmosphere, triggering a volcanic winter with global repercussions for climate and food supply. The mechanics of supervolcanoes are a subject of extensive scientific study. These ticking time bombs result from massive amounts of pressure building up over hotspots in the Earth's crust. Unlike regular volcanic activity, supervolcanoes can have eruption cycles spanning hundreds of thousands of years, making them difficult to study and predict. Current geophysical monitoring techniques focus on earthquake swarms, gas emissions, and ground deformation to predict potential eruptions. While the probability of an eruption in any given century is reassuringly low, the human and environmental toll would be unimaginably high. Nuclear apocalypse. In the realm of human-induced apocalypses, nuclear war holds a grim fascination. The advent of nuclear weapons marked a turning point in warfare, with the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki standing as stark reminders of nuclear devastation. Today, geopolitical tensions, human error, or technological failure could trigger a nuclear incident. The aftermath of a nuclear event is well documented: immediate destruction followed by radioactive fallout and a nuclear winter. These effects could decimate populations, poison the environment, and destabilize global political and economic structures. Efforts to prevent such a catastrophe include international disarmament treaties, diplomatic conflict resolution, and safeguards against accidental launches. Pandemic. Disease has been a relentless foe throughout human history, with pandemics like the Black Death and Spanish flu leaving deep scars. Modern society faces similar new threats from new pathogens, antibiotic-resistant bacteria, and easily transmissible viruses. A pandemic's insidious nature lies in its rapid spread, often accelerated by global travel, like with the COVID-19 outbreak. Those outbreaks strain healthcare systems, disrupt economies, and claim lives. The scientific community plays a crucial role in combating these invisible enemies through surveillance, research, and vaccine development. Recent global health crises have underscored the need for preparedness, rapid response, international cooperation, and public education to learn about the effects of future pandemics and the fights against them. Climate catastrophe. Perhaps the most insidious threat is climate change, a slow poison with far-reaching effects. Rising global temperatures, melting polar ice caps, heightened sea levels, and extreme weather events signify a planet in distress. These changes don't just represent environmental decay, they threaten biodiversity, human livelihoods, and food security. Scientists warn that without significant reductions in greenhouse gas emissions, the consequences will be dire. Ecosystems will falter, and human societies will face immense strain, including increased disease, mass migration, and potential conflict over dwindling resources. Combating climate change requires global collaboration to shift towards sustainable practices, renewable energy sources, and conservation efforts. Artificial intelligence overthrow. The rapid advancement of AI presents a paradox of monumental proportions. On the one hand, AI has the potential to revolutionize every aspect of human life, from healthcare to transportation. On the other hand, it poses a significant threat if it spirals out of human control. The concept of a singularity, a point where AI surpasses human intelligence and becomes self-improving, could lead to scenarios where these entities, devoid of human ethical considerations, make decisions detrimental to humanity. They might repurpose resources, cause economic chaos, or directly endanger human life. To mitigate these risks, researchers and ethicists emphasize the importance of aligned AI, ensuring that AI's goals remain congruent with human welfare and ethical standards. Biotechnology disaster. Biotechnology holds remarkable promise, offering solutions ranging from medical breakthroughs to biofuel production. But the manipulation of biological organisms is not without risk. A biotechnological disaster could arise from several scenarios: an engineered pathogen accidentally released from a lab, a genetically modified organism causing ecological havoc, or bioterrorism. The potential for widespread harm hinges on the pathogen's transmissibility and lethality. Engineered organisms might upset ecological balances, leading to domino effects with unforeseen consequences. Cosmic radiation surge. Our planet is under the constant influence of cosmic radiation, typically shielded by Earth's magnetic field and atmosphere. But a surge in cosmic radiation, potentially caused by a nearby supernova or gamma-ray burst, could be catastrophic. Such a cosmic event would deplete the ozone layer, increasing exposure to harmful ultraviolet radiation. The consequences would extend to widespread health issues, disruptions in ecosystems, and climatic changes. While the probability of an event like that is low, its potential effects are significant enough to warrant scientific monitoring of nearby star systems and research into protective measures. Global resource depletion. Humanity's current trajectory of resource consumption is unsustainable, leading to a potential scenario where critical resources, including water, arable land, and fossil fuels, become drastically scarce. The depletion could trigger a cascade of effects: famine, economic collapse, social unrest, and potentially global conflict. Extraterrestrial invasion. Though often relegated to science fiction, the notion of an extraterrestrial invasion poses an interesting existential question. Should there be advanced civilizations beyond Earth, their intentions could range from benign to hostile. While the search for extraterrestrial life continues, primarily through the initiatives like Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, SETI, preparing for potential contact scenarios involves considerations of diplomacy, defense, and international cooperation. Now it's time to hear from you. Which of these seems to be the most likely? Let us know in the comments section below.